Hello and welcome back to the final part of our SOVL Newt, all Newts all the time run with Stevie the Skink in charge. This is going to be our final little run into the end of Act 2 and up to the boss. At this stage of the campaign you can start being a little bit strategic, thinking about what casualties you want to take and what you want to heal, because we know we'll get 1 XP off of this fight. Like, we can't really account for the random event, it could be one of anything, so we'll pretty much discount it, and then we'll get possibly 1 experience from the campsite or 2 rounds of healing, depending on what we want. So what you can do is have a look at your units and figure out how careful you need to be with them and how much you don't care. So at the campsite, well, how it works is you'll enter it, you'll immediately get 1 round of healing on everyone. So the Pterodactyl Riders will get 1 each, the Newt Braves will get 8 to 9, something like that, and then 2 to 3 on the Triceratopses. Then get a choice between either a point of experience or a 2nd round of healing. So you can then gauge the experience of your units here, having a look at whether or not you need 2 points. So Newt Priest will level up regardless because he never takes any damage, so he's fine. Triceratops will level up regardless. These Braves will level up regardless. So this Brave squad we need to take 2 rounds of experience on. So the one we get from this fight and the one we get from the campsite. So we'll get 8 to 9 back from the heal anyway, so we don't really have to be that worried about them. So really it's just anything that's 1 of 3 you have to be concerned about. So both the Pterodactyl Riders, this matters. So he's at full strength now. A heal only gives you 1 Pterodactyl Rider back. So when we go to the camp, we get 1. So we can take no more than 1 loss on this Pterodactyl Rider unit. So that allows us to 2 XP and heal. Whereas this one, of course, it will go from 2 back up to 3. So take 0 losses on this one and up to 1 loss on this one, you'll be okay. That's kind of how you want to piece it together. Other than that, we'll just go into our elite here. Also, we know for a fact that with other units, if they do take some damage, so with my newts, if they're kind of down in numbers, Shadowmaster Itch, then, well, they're just going to end up healing 8 to 9 guys anyway, so you don't have to be all that concerned. They're going first, they'll probably have some ranged out, which is annoying. I'll have to go down the side, but kind of behind here for cover. And you taking some damage will be annoying. I'm extremely hopeful that this Triceratops gets to generation at the next level. That'd be rather convenient. If not, I will have to heal it somewhat. And something like that is probably fine. Yeah, they do have the ones I was concerned with, these annoying long rifles. They can see quite a bit there. These ones can move, unlike artillery, so they do the whole lethal shots, 2 wounds per thing. No other range stuff to really be bothered with, the flames aren't going to reach us effectively. I'm just going to pass a couple times. If they're lucky, they'll block themselves behind their own unit wall here. Of course, start moving. I don't particularly want... This is the regenerating one, so I might just throw it into any one of these given units, call it a day. If they want to shoot at the newts, that's fine. They'll kill 2 or 3, maybe even 1, and that won't really accomplish a whole lot. That would be very annoying if they came around there, but I can't move this first on account of the fact that I need to know where this is going. I can net 1 in place if I use this, and then charge him directly in, which is a bit risky. Don't I have the... no, I didn't pick up the reroll armor save spell, because I was pretty tough already. Would have been slightly convenient in this instance, but never mind. Yeah, I'm contemplating taking the net ability so I can get... I was hoping to get somebody, if I could put him to test this out. So that's his current movement. If I did this, I can get to the other side and maybe try and twist them. I could do that in theory, but even if I net him in place and all this movement goes, he'll be able to charge me next turn anyway, so it doesn't actually help me. The only alternative then is to try something like this. That sort of works, but the downside is that I can't reach the woods to actually see through it, so that doesn't work either. And there's no way for me to get to that long rifle in 1 turn, I'm afraid. Instead, what I'll do is I'll come back over here and I'll net one of these annoying ones instead. If I net that one in place, it might be a lot easier to catch some of these. So I'm going to stick you. Just have you start trying to... I won't charge these yet because it's not really the highest priority right now. Just come up to here and... So these are a good target for the bow and arrow because there's very few of them. Short range. Double wounds don't particularly matter. Treble 6, okay, fair enough. Safe, good. They are going to move and get just into... Okay, well done. Managed to squeak into rage and almost instant killed it. That's rather unfortunate. Right. Kind of need to do something about that quickly now. More damage here while I can. In that case, moving the newts first and having them be shot would have been the better idea, but oh well. This unit's got too much movement on me. Even if I did my trick, how far can I go? I've got 1.7 in me, so I can go half of that, so about 8. So I can go to their maximum. That just about reaches them. Oh, come on, it still doesn't count. No, I'm not going to be able to pull it off now. I need to get back to safety. Nice try. They're not going to reach me there, which is fine, because it means I guess I could... What I could do with these pterodactyls, I can come around here, get them in the side, and then hopefully Kong get into those later. So, that's pretty good. We're going to shoot some Braves, which is perfect for me. Yep, they'll all just regenerate. So these 2 units, and they've only got that one to do, so I can wait for him to move, and then position these 2 accordingly, so I'll just do this first. Wow, that's the recompense there. I think they have start with 12, so he's technically still alive. Away from that, no need to get engaged in combat. Perfect. What he comes there, you might be able to just finish them off. Although this is double wound, so you'd much rather shoot. Yeah, it's got raptor aspects. Well, I guess we could just kill it in combat. Don't really need to bother. Just have them shoot it next turn and finish it off. What you're desperate to use your javelins on. So yeah, let's instead prioritize dealing with you. Can I get into the side arc? Do you think I go far enough? Yes, I can. All the way up here, side arc it, kill that, and we'll fly over that one to get to the long rifles. Hopefully. Couple hits. Just one goes through, it's worth it. No, okay, they've got 2 up save. Fair enough. They tried to move him. They can twist still, which is annoying, but they're not going to be able to catch him. And because they've moved him forward now, I can probably get away with my little trick. Yeah, now I can reach them. Perfect. It's all of their annoying backline stuff contended with. All of. We need to get to that one later. You're going to deal with this. Contend with this. That one. I'm hopeful that he kind of just buggers off somewhere and doesn't stay locked onto you. If he does, then I can just flee. We don't want any front charges here. There's no need to engage. There's any way I can prevent him from shooting through here. It depends who goes first. Goes first with. I think he uses a lot of the block infantry first. So yeah, just getting you out to safety would be probably a good move. Yeah, my intention is to have you kill him. So get away from their charge range. Extremely grateful if you can somehow let these 2 guys survive. That's enough, surely. They've got terrible saves. They have woeful defense. Obviously. Oh, that was... Okay, I was about to say that's a slight mistake. I'm hopeful that they can probably hit and intercept them. I'll have to flee from the Ratkin Alphas there, possibly. We're getting a bit cozy there. Okay, so that's a really potent spell from the Ratkin Warlock. Hex of Ruin. Pick a unit and reduce its defense by 3. Which is catastrophic, but they've used it, and I'm going to take a single attack from a Flamer squad. I've got 3 wounds. Even if I'm defense 0, which isn't great, admittedly, but even if he wounds us, we're not particularly concerned, are we? Again, this is the more pressing priority, though. How do I get you to safety? Again, I could net... Well, netting him in place now is pointless, because he's just going to hit us anyway. I could net this one in place instead, which is funny. Or Primal Fury this to kill it in 1 turn and get through. I think I like that idea. So let's get a move on. Yeah. The extra power up will be power 6 on the charge because of horns. Defense 6, so going up to power 7 is actually crucial here, and you get the reroll. So yeah, that's a good idea. Get you away from these combats because you're not going to survive. Bear in mind that's the shooting radius of that annoying unit. And we're out. Target those, please. Oh, he's going to do that annoying thing when he gets all the way up to us. Okay. Can't really stop him now, I'm afraid. Probably just going to have to kill as many as I can with ranged here, which is all of them. I think because they're only defense 2, they're particularly diabolical at handling being shot. Just can't stand it. Turn around. It all depends on who he targets. I assume hedge it. Let's try and block with some Braves here. Please target those first. I'm surely the closest target now. That doesn't bother me. I assume this is dead and I can just charge it. If you charge them, I'll flee. Your ability? No, we're not using that on a long rifle unit. They walked forward and achieved nothing. Maybe you're dead next turn then. And you're also not using Curse Standard on some flamers. That's... I've only got 8 attacks. I've got 9 wounds. I'll probably not kill them all, actually. I'm not going to use it in combat for much else, so yeah, let's just kill them all now. you're going to stay there and you need to flee from them later, that's no problem. Okay, so we have 7 attacks now. Rerolling, 5 hits, 5s, we're killing. Excellent. There's 0 wounds. That'll be head on, but that's okay. Here we hit terribly. Oh, because I forgot. I didn't need to bother with Curse Stand the other one either. We have Raptor aspects. Maybe not on this one. Ah, not on this one. Okay, so it was a good idea. It's a lot easier for them to deal with. So they only did 4 wounds. It doesn't matter, they can't hurt me, don't worry about it. Oh no, I took a wound, but not really. It'd be catastrophic if they held. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because they wouldn't be able to charge me. It'd be funny. Okay, so can I don't know if I declare a charge if I'm then allowed to try fleeing. So I'm just going to leave it. There's nothing for you to charge. Side charge them. They're going to charge you anyway, so you might as well just take this while you have the chance. I don't want any of these really. I'm just going to wait for them to hit me. If I hit confirm charges, I'm not allowed to declare the flee. Or if they charge me, can I then press flee? I don't know. Let's just try. So they'll charge me, and then I can flee. I can. Okay, that's how you can work around that. If they flee, even if they flee off the field, it's still better for me than taking any casualties on them. But we need these guys intact for the final boss. Everyone else as you are. Yeah, we even stay on. Excellent. Okay. If I want to deal with these, I could have them shoot the monstrosity instead. Or I could have them pretty much instantly eliminate the wall rifles. So who they're going to target? Let's just rally this for a turn and see if I can come back. I can. Good. Distraction unit. Okay. Oh, they've Hexa-ruined my... That's a good choice there. The Triceratops is now very fragile, so they can actually hurt it. Will they do all 8 wounds, do you think? Do a bit of maths in the head. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 attacks with equal skills, so they get about 6 hits. Then they have power 6 on the charge, and we're now only defense 4, so we still save on 5+. So we take about 4 wounds on average, so we're fine. We might break combat res, but we're not going to die. Otherwise, okay, we need to make a decision. The reason I'm not flying these in really aggressively is because I want to wait and see what they do, and I'm not using this unit yet because I might turn it in. I need to stall with another unit, therefore. I suppose it'll be this one. Just going to start stripping. They're in cover technically. Point. They're going to shoot some newts. That's perfect for me. Now means I know I can do this safely. Back up, do you think? Back up far enough? Yes, it's very good. They fail to rally because they have terrible discipline, so off they go. Still haven't gone with that unit. Oh no, he can't. I'm being silly. He can't move because of the charge this turn and failed, so he just gets stuck there, so you can just ignore him. All I'll do is I'll go forward with you, turn back and start shooting. I'm going to put buff this one, or my other plan was to use Greater Favour to get the better shots to come over here and really hurt this one. Which I think I will do, I'd rather just be rid of it. You get your extra skill, which I don't know is good enough as a benefit, I suppose, so yeah. Favour it is. And then shoot something. Can you get close enough to do a short range shot? You can. Halberdier. Now it's just me, so they're going to be charged, and you don't really care about their charge radius anyway, so just get over here and hit it. 3+. Quite a few shots. It'll save on 2s, which means it's fairly resilient, but like it's still 66% dead already, so next volley finishes it. Okay, we hit every single time and do fantastic damage. Never mind, we're actually going to win combat res even with that. They do exactly what we gamed out. They do 4 wounds, and it makes no difference. Sorry, guys. Eliminate these for me. And there are no other charges. I guess I could hit. They'll probably run away on their own. That's the difficult part done, I'll say. Now we're just doing these bricks. You can stay here and escape. If they hold on, you can recharge them. Do some catastrophic damage with your... Oh, the raptor aspect bows are just unnecessarily vicious. Okay, these bricks have moved. I'm not going to charge you into anything else, so just do this now and finish them. Now where they've ended up, you can probably just kill them. Do a single wound. That's 6, you owe me 1-1. 2 1's dead. Turn and face this. They might rally. No, they're still running. So I'm going to have you come up here. If I'm lucky... No, I can't quite get to the other side because I know that unit might come back. I can't reach them this turn. They do come back. Okay. So I have to devote someone to... Oh, that's worrying. He's going to turn around... Oh, no, it's a flamer, not one of the long rifles. Great, that's lucky. See, if it was a long rifle, he'll turn around and get a shot and I can't stop it. But as long as it wasn't into 3 wound 1 rather than 2 wound 1, I can't possibly lose one. But if he targets them, he might get lucky and pick one off. But we can lose one of those we gamed out, didn't we? So don't worry about it. Why am I fussing? Okay. And you as well. More shooting. Damage up until Fines just start throwing these greater fireballs around. 2 dice now instead of 1, and you managed to do no damage anyway. Excellent. Good showcase of your capacity there. Minimum distance. Be particularly difficult, you would suspect. You only need 3 wounds to go through because of raptor aspect. Do I have any charges? Not really. They're just going to pick you guys to death. There's nothing you can do, and I'll have one of the pterodactyls deal with that. But obviously we want to get away from it first in case it tries barbecuing us. I want it to waste its move. Now I know where it is, so I can do this for free. Okay, everyone else just shred. It's a greater favour turn. I don't want to get. I might not actually get a volley on them. That was a bit of a waste. Quite tough, these halberdiers. 3+. Damage. They're holding on quite admirably, despite how much damage they've taken. These rats. Usually you wouldn't expect them to be that brave. But they have both the Banner of Swiftness and the Jaguar aspect, so they're rather quick. These braves now. But they still lose. No matter how much more movement you build, it still costs you exactly 50% of your movement to wheel around 180 degrees. You have to kind of factor that in. That should be the last turn, I suspect. Just skip some turns, I guess. Can you get close enough to shoot? All of their movement done. I can ignore the woods as well because of the aspect. Still just wavering, not broken yet. Throw a fireball. Okay, now they're routing this turn. Just get everyone. Just going to move them out of the ranges because historically I've had it where it says they're routing this turn and then it gives the game an extra turn. It just glitches or something and you lose a bunch of units you thought were safe. But I think we'll be fine. Yeah, apart from the horrendous opening volley on our Stevie the Skink's Triceratops, we did okay. But okay, cross fingers everyone. Will through the screen for me that we get the Salamander aspect on this Triceratops. We'll save it to last. Braves leveled. Of those, I suppose. I don't care about gold anymore, so just more movement is good. This Triceratops leveled. That's pretty good, because it has extremely high power, so when it hits things, forcing them to reroll the 6s means they'll probably do a lot of damage. So yeah, I like the consistency. Here's the big one. Ooh. No, we're going to be very, very low on wounds. Reroll 1s is a kind of decent second choice, though, because with defense 7, you're usually only failing on a 1 or maybe a 2 if it's a very high power attack, so I'll take that. We need to do a lot of healing, though, quite quickly. So we'll get 2 to 3 back, and then 2 to 3 back again when we go to the camp, because we'll heal twice. There's no point in taking experience. So we'll get between 4 and 6, so we'll be on 6 to 8. Do I feel that's good enough, or should I take the 5 extra gold? I don't think I'll need the extra gold when you consider how much we're about to have, so I'll have you be full HP. Everyone else can take gold because they're healed to full at the campsite. Like so. Yeah, we're loaded. There's this random event. Circle of Power. Oh, okay. And another spell Stevie's got collecting all the magics. So a damage output. Frost Ward's a weird one. You get +2 damage saves, so whatever your save roll should be, improve it by 2. It's incredible, but you also reroll all your successful attacks and range. So basically it nullifies your ability to do offensive damage, but makes you defensively super resilient. So there's that, or you could just go with Radiant Shield, which is reroll all your saves. So no negative. Frost Ward eventually becomes the better one, I think, because you get an upgraded version which doesn't have the negative. So, but for now, I'll just take the free good one. Good. Okay. Our final shop. More skinks. Yes. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. We've been blessed by newts. They're everywhere. Okay. Good thing we have plenty of gold. So we're only going to be able to afford 2 of them. Some associated upgrades. So let's pick. You come annoyingly with that irritating newt skirmishes again. So I might leave the second priest would come with what? More favor, but greater favor, and the other one affects everybody anyway. So you would occasionally just be single favoring a unit. And unfortunately, yes, we have some points in Recruiter to get some instant levels, but that doesn't apply to when you buy new characters. They're the only things that don't get the benefit for whatever reason. So it's going to be stuck at base level with the worst unit. So I think I'm going to take those 2. More Newt Braves. Okay, Raptor Aspect instantly. It's just become viable. And then skill for the hits or unit size. Interesting proposition. So do a bit of math in your head. We have 15 shots. So how many more hits would you get if you had... Currently we'd hit on 4+, we get 7.5 hits. If we improved our skill to 4, we'd always hit on 3+, so we'd hit 66% of the time, so we'd get 10 hits on average. 10 hits, that's what we want to see one. If we went with the unit size +5, we went up to 20. We will go up to 20 at the campsite, that's guaranteed. So, but then we'd be... Oh, it's exactly the same. Funny. They're mathematically identical. You get 10 hits no matter what. But I guess I can improve them with greater favour, so... I mean, again, that amounts to the same thing, doesn't it? So I guess just having more newts is the thematically funnier option. So yeah, that's the way to go. And then the riders, please. Also, lethal hits all the time, please. Thank you. And then, they have their own salamander regen, but I think for the final one, I'm not that fussed about them regenerating small damage. I'd rather just hit really damn hard, so yeah, we'll just go with the extra attack. Or teeth. Okay, upgrades. They need to spend 50 on their javelins. The optional trade, and that leaves them with very little left for, other things, which is fine. I got what I wanted. 37. We could buy a banner of Mr. or banner of Swiftness for someone. Feeling. Swiftness for the newts, because they're just getting them into the battle would obviously be quite convenient. So yeah, just have them move a bit faster, like so. Perfect. To our last campsite. Newts, 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 newts. Okay, so the priest has to level and takes irrelevant. So I think you'd use that's kind of irrelevant. So in case you get stuck in a duel, become slightly resilient. Okay, you're going to take your max HP. Perfect. It doesn't matter. You're just maxed out. You will get your level, which is good, and you get your skill right now. Excellent timing. Okay, you are irrelevant. You'll get your level, which is good, as will these pterodactyl riders. And you're both moot. So what do we get out of these? More wounds. Wounds 4. I didn't know you could get that twice. That's amazing. Wounds 4 with salamander aspect. They're now, even with defense 3, they're extremely resilient. And you get unit size. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Admittedly, we didn't get. That's really unlucky. Surely we'd get either attacks or wounds on this one. No, we got. Unit size we can't benefit from because we have no further way of generating extra troops. Jaguar aspect, which adds 1 movement to a 20 movement unit, so you become 21. It's kind of diminishing return kicks in there. Ignore terrain. We already ignore terrain. Replenishment. There are no fights beyond this. This is all kind of rubbish, I'm afraid, guys. Literally none of that does anything for us. I don't know. Congratulations, you're a Jaguar now. It makes no difference. Yeah, a bit unlucky on that one. I was hoping for something a bit more beneficial, but there's our army. Pterodactyl riders, pterodactyl riders, pterodactyl riders, newts, 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 and a couple of triceratopsids. Triceratopsi, I don't know. Okay, so we could stretch them all the way out if we wanted to get more attacks in melee, but we aren't really using them for their melee teeth. I think we just leave them in our, what we're using, 6x6. You're so colossal, I might have to move you out for just not having you too deep purposes. I think that's a little bit easier to wiggle around, so otherwise that's okay. I'm happy with that. We got good final buy there, buy as many newts as possible. The game knew what we wanted. More small lizard boys. They're going first. Silver host, so dwarves, elves combined army. On the flank. And then you can kind of fly straight over that, so you're good for that, and you can stay in this because you can ignore it and fly down that flank. Okay, and then we'll have kind of newts intertwined with triceratops. Yeah, that's, oh look at that, how very symmetrical, how very pleasing. Okay, so they have the cannons, which is what scares me. The only things that can really hit and kill my... so the only things that can hit and kill my triceratops, only that one really. This one's just going to regenerate whatever you do to it. So you might get hit. It would be unfortunate, but I'm willing to soak it, so we'll pass. Yeah, you immediately hit him. You save it anyway, you do no damage. We'd have 8 wounds, so even with a perfect shot it can't kill us. I'm willing to ignore the rest. Worst case scenario is you hack off a few Braves. Oh look, it's now a perfectly square unit. Well, rectangle, no I mean. So they've used all of their artillery immediately, which is fine. I want these ones to come barreling towards me. So what I really want, of course, is the newts to spring forward and hit them. It might be a bit difficult to finagle that. These will come forward slowly, so I'm just going to stall for a bit. I'm going to put you further forward because I'd rather they shoot the invincible regenerating triceratops than my poor newts. And I'm going to put it far enough to... I'm not going to shoot at these because they're in cover for 6+, so can I get close enough to hit that without being into range for melee immediately? I'd have to get up to here. Well, they're going to come forward, so they're definitely going to reach me. No, that's a terrible idea. So we'll just chill out. In fact, yeah, they're going to reach me regardless because they haven't moved at all yet, so... If you get stuck in combat, not the end of the world, is it? You're pretty good at that stuff. But I have another ranged unit. Targeting something they can't hurt. Great. Okay, you've now used all of your backline stuff. Can we get on with the game now? You'll come forward, which is fine. I'll just, again, forward goes the Triceratopsids. I have all the spells. I need some thought. Is there anything I want to net this turn? If I net this in place, could I wiggle you into such a position that I could get a charge onto this and start chewing my way through the back line? It would be nice. I don't know if even with my movement speed I can quite get away with ignoring that whole gap. That's my... well, think about it. If we move that far forward, does that cover that distance? Maybe. Maybe. It might be a front charge rather than a side charge is the only hassle, but I think I can get away with it. So I am going to stick you in place. Leave you there, I suppose. I'd love to get a hit on Dragon because I can do a lot of damage to it. Not at this distance, apparently. There we are. Any of these go through do... yeah, okay, I just did 4 wounds. Ouch. Hurts, doesn't it? Okay, don't do that. Don't know what happened there. We'll go back a tiny bit. Okay, don't get side charged for no reason. I don't think I can actually escape now. I'm just too close, yeah. How do I wiggle my way out of this, do you think? I need to get just far back enough to get like that. You might end up inside arc anyway there. Fine, so be it. What did they move? That one. They tried to move it and couldn't move it at all. Fine. Okay. I can't see its movement arc anymore, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful. So let's just move the bare minimum to get into charge range of their artillery. So there. Am I out of charge range of their annoying chariots? Because it'll get all of its movement back in a second. Probably not. Okay. I want it to be dead center to me so I get like the maximum. There, I can reach it there. I'm fairly confident he's going to reach me is the issue. I can clearly hit it there. It all comes down to whether or not he can reach me. Okay, you haven't moved yet, so I don't know, just here. Bit of a nuisance. He's commit suicide, okay. Who are we to stop you? The worst possible decision you could have made. 11 hits. They wouldn't have quite killed it single-handedly, but they did 6 of 7 wounds. Forward you come. Don't go too far forward, don't get too close to those annoying... They could turn and hit you, so let's just stay back a bit. These 2 forward units. Just chill out here while they make a decision. They have terrible movement, it seems. Okay, in that case, I suspect you couldn't quite get onto there, which is okay. But I can now probably get you all the way onto that cannon straight away. Perfect. Yeah, just come hit it. We've achieved nothing as well, so time to start killing dwarves. Oh, you can already reach them. Yeah, monsters and big things really can't stand up to this army. Did I manage it? Ooh, I think I did. Oh, he's not. Why can't he be hit? He's clearly in the thing. Come on. Come on, gang. That's a bit rude. Get rid of him. Okay. Any other charges I particularly want? I could just kill this now. It would get all of 3 attacks, so worst case scenario is it kills one of us. We would obviously chew through it with Raptor Aspect, and then I can start killing my way through these. One of them would get turned to Flamus, which is fine. I don't. Yeah, let's just get a move on. Don't think they can overpower me. Yes, we could kill that, but you're better off as a support piece. He's definitely going to aggro on you. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. Use this now. This is the most threat you're going to be fighting in this entire battle. What are you targeting? Generating. Their artillery really is having a bad time of it. You don't need any help with the cannon. Probably want. He's going to be dead. So what I might do with you, come around here and hit that unit in the sides once it becomes open. Because I don't want them to take it on the front. You're then going to have to flee from that because you're not going to be able to beat that, to be honest. We can do so. This, and this is to move. I'm happy to have you start taking combats on now. Right there. In fact, just get around and twist a bit so they can't get flanked. Is that a flank charge? No, they can only engage me with one of those 2 units, which is okay. Have those 2 to move. Come forward now. If I'm concerned about you taking a bit of damage, I think I'll Radiant Shield you this turn for you, so they reroll saves, just to make sure I don't lose the extra guy. 6 hit, excellent shots. Powder crew. I'm going to turn and face. Okay, that's also winnable. Oh, that's a terrible throw there this time. Stay where they are because they've already got their target. And then you can come forward. You're not going to get there this turn, I'm afraid, even with 11 movement. He's kind of exactly where you'd want to be to reach. So in that case, your target's actually going to be them later. You're going to charge into that one is my plan, so I'm going to have you start. Well, you can put 1 volley into those now to help soften them up for me. Then I'll have you start making your way around here to deal with that one. Not this turn, okay. Just do that, then it'll be easier to position around this one later. There we go. And you defeat a cannon. Yes, you did. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 wounds. Dead instantly, yep. Hits once, and there's no damage. The save wasn't even needed. Oh, that's gonna Inferno Cannon me. Okay, you're in for a bit of a hard time there, guys. I'm gonna charge that. I'm gonna charge that. You've annoyingly forced me to hit that one, which I'm not unhappy with. Yes, this is okay. Can't reach the one there. You're gonna flee because it beats me off your head if you think I'm taking that on. Kill them. Much better off to have them with their ranged output. Everything else is okay. Yep. Oh, they might block the charge. No, I can still squeeze in there. Yeah. Minus. Ah, the flame cannons. I see. Okay. So the way the Banner of Mist I've got on this works is with the usual shots, it just reduces your skill by 1, so it reduces your save. With random dice shots, so the Inferno Cannon has roll 3d3, so 3 dice for the results of 1, 2, or 3, and that's what you get. So normally the 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 is 4. So you could get up to 9, so they rolled really badly. But then the way that the negative works for Banner of Mist, it just applies a -1 to each dice. So it's 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1, minus 3. So they got a single hit. They did no damage. That is dismal. The average is about 6, and with my save of power 5 against defense 3, so I get like a 5-up save. They'd instantly kill about 2 pterodactyl riders, usually. Not, nil. Okay, so we then execute our plan of systematically chewing our way through all of their artillery. failing to do any meaningful damage again. Well done. Everyone else here is kind of stuck. They can't move this turn because of the failed charge, so we'll just move up here, start shelling and get that close. Okay, this is why this is the most dangerous unit they have. It's the Dwarf Foreman Gimli Iron Fist with a unit of Deep Guard. So defense 5 and then, more irritatingly, Masterwork Armor +1 to damage saves. So defense 5 against Power 3 Javelins gives you a 3-up save, and then it improves to 2+. It's going to be very, very difficult to chew through. Everyone else has moved already. They're going that way, so I don't know why. Are they coming up there? Are they going to... Oh, they tried to intercept my... Did they manage it? They've quite got there. Bad luck, guys. We're now naturally skill 3, which is quite impressive. You can move. Just come up here and help with this one, because these two are going to lose to the Ceratops, you would assume. You Primal Fury yourself. Okay. Do spoiler alerts, no damage. The only way I lose is if I run off combat. I don't. The one where I can be hurt, so this might... Stevie just beat 2 of them to death, let's go! And okay, never mind, we just... Yeah, being that extra pip of power gets us to 7, which is reducing the saves to 6s. Do no damage because of Salamander aspect. Oh no, this one doesn't have it, so we just got a wound on us. Fair enough. I'm gonna just keep hitting them. Let up. Do you want to do this? That's funny. I might charge the Skink Braves in. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 attacks. Superior skill, I get about 8 hits on average. I'll be power 3 against defense 4, so they'll save on 3s. I'll do about 2.33 wounds. They'll probably hold combat, turn around and start beating you to death. But it's funny, so why not? We'll find there. We're never going to get engaged that one in combat. It's the one exception. Well, unless I put probably this Triceratops into it. Yes, please stop artillerying my Braves. We'll be dead next turn, don't worry. Other things I can do. You're kind of wedged. You can't twist past that unit. So you're just stuck. Yeah. Face, is this a greater favour turn, do you think? It would not help them. In fact, I'm going to use Primal Fury on these. Reroll hits is great, but the extra power also changes the save roll. So, yeah, let's have some newts winning combat. Shred them, boys. And we'll be putting a menace over here. Wow, rolls as 1. Even with 2-up saves, they will eventually roll 1s. We did nothing. Even with them rolling 6s. Stevie killed him. Let's go, Stevie, you're an animal. Or a lizard, more accurately. Or a newt, even better. Yeah, we defeat the ranged handgun unit again. Who would have thought? I'll get through this in 1 turn so I can get to the one behind. Forcing them to reroll 6s gives me the kill. Very good. Power 6 on the charge with Banner Fury, not bad. 11 of 12 hits. 6 wounds. There you go. You've been muted. How does it feel to... Oh, they're so resilient. They're amazing armor. Double Triceratops that one because it's funny. Yeah, you can kill those for me. Yeah, and go on, you can charge that. Why not? I think this is a greater favour turn. About now 3s, 18 hits, so 3 dead on average, 2. Well, slightly above, that's okay. Except for the terrible roll I had last one. Then you'll also be able to help. We're not engaging that super hard unit in combat, thanks. I do enough to get no damage to us. And then this Triceratops. I'm hopeful that, yeah, if I just win by enough, they'll fail and they'll crumble to nothing. Yeah, they just die. Huge loss. Been outflanked by 2 colossal dinosaurs. Really your own fault, isn't it? Everyone's here dead. Yeah, they just can't stop the newts. That's the only thing they have left, isn't it? Yep. So they won't rout this turn, so let's do as much damage as we can. Turn, which is fine. I'm going to use this to be a greater favour turn again. Give these guys more damage. I'm going to well, if I do too much, they might just switch to routing this turn. I can't get another turn of hitting them. Oh well. Graphical plug there, didn't display the cone. Okay, so let's have you hit. 3 ups. 15 hits. 4 less. Okay, yeah, they've given up. That's it. We won't be able to kill them all, but never mind. How it was going. Also pitch in. 3 ups. So if I had a turn, what I'd do, I'd then actually charge all of these in. Tough as they are, they won't be able to turn and do much damage to it, so I'd eventually just break them with combat res and the whole late. But that's that. Flawless Newt victory. Welcome to the jungle. Complete the campaign with a Newt Priest. Veil of Dead conquered. More foes remain. Play the higher difficulties. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Right, let's see how we did. Yep, around 2,000 gold-ish as usual. Models lost is just from a little bit of enemy ranged fire for the most part. It's probably what hit us. So, yeah, over 10 to 1. 30 Steve. Well, okay. How many of those was from throwing fireball around? But it's not quite him pummeling 30 enemies to death, but not bad. The kind of magic lords often get overlooked that they can chip away over the course of the campaign. 150 to 205. Ooh. Yeah, they were the original one with the old name, so 205 with a skink unit, pretty good. What about the pterodactyl riders? Okay, 139 with the invincible Triceratops. For a tank unit, did pretty good. There you go, that's our Newt run complete. Fantastic. That'll be the end of that there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed our little Lizardmen excursion, true to my heart with what I play on the tabletop. It's always good to return to your roots. If you have any notes for anything you'd like to see with future SOVL runs, because there'll be obviously more on the channel, we're not stopping here, then do let me know down in the comment section. I'll take any feedback on board, or if you just want to chat, that's fine too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.